Okay, here I go. It seems to be working now. What's the date?
Monday.
15th of August.
When?
August 15th.
Look here, everyone. August 15th. What year?
1988. 1988.
And what are we going to do?
Whitewater raft.
Where?
West Virginia, on the New River.
On the New River.
Lower New, upper.
We're leaving at.
Lower New.
What time is it?
I'm going to Nanos.
What time is it, Matthew?
9:04.
What time were we supposed to leave, Ben?
9 o'clock. 8:30. 7 o'clock. 8:30.
And what are you going to do while we're whitewater rafting, Ben?
I'm going to go to Nanos.
Okay. And Bastu, do you know where West Virginia is?
Yes.
How far a drive is it?
6 hours.
Very good. Okay. Here we are getting out and leading at Long John Silver. We're now in Charleston on the second leg of our trip. We're staying at my parents for the night. And it is about, what time is it?
6:18.
6:18. Matthew and Bastu are playing a game of Monopoly. Fighting situations. What do you have to say, Bastu? Can you tell
I have
us?
to say that the French Monopoly is better.
The French Monopoly.
Everything in France is better. According to Bastu, at least. He says, that's right.
Bastu has discovered that everything in France is better.
Not really.
What?
Hey, I don't have to
Except
do
we are at the height of enjoyment. Wonderful.
Here you are. You are, or United States?
Bye-bye.
What do you have to say, Dad?
What I have to say is, I think this is a perfectly okay outfit for around the house.
Dad, what do you think about the upcoming presidential election?
Well, what do you think? What I think? I think both of them are a bunch of bums.
I agree with you.
Poor choice.
Both of them are poor choice. I can't get excited about anybody.
In the last interview, you interviewed Logan, didn't you?
Oh, I think I did. That's a bad omen.
Yeah, that'll take it.
So, who are you going to vote for?
Well, I'd probably vote for Bush if I don't learn anything more than I learned now.
Who do you think will be the vice presidential choice?
Oh, I would guess Benson.
Right. Who's the Republican vice president choice?
That's a good question. I can't imagine it'd be Dole. I think you need somebody that projects a strong image.
How about Mrs. Dole?
Well, do you think a woman would help or hurt?
I don't think
the
it would.
Wall Street Journal had a very negative article on him this morning. I mean, what it says is he...
On who?
On Bush.
On Bush?
Well, just said, what's he done, really? We also have a bad situation in West Virginia as far as a choice for governor.
Who's running against Moore?
A fellow by the name of Caperton.
Oh gosh, yeah, I know.
And
he's kind of social butterfly type, isn't he?
That's a big friend of the Rockefellers. Spent several $1 million winning the primary and something.
Mm-hmm. Oh, boy, that is a pretty fortunate.
I'm afraid that that's the end of the interview. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Then explain to us your choice of outfits. That's very...
This is your mother's favorite outfit? I mean, I've had this outfit for 12, 15 years.
Is that all?
It's a good outfit. So why shouldn't I wear it?
Okay.
Just because it offends some people.
At
At least it's clean, well pressed, you know. Not
it is different. I will give it credit. Hey Ben, come on, turn around. Ben, where'd you get that shirt?
I don't know. You gave it to me, only you got it in China.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where you got it in China.
And what does it say? What are those things on it?
Names.
Names of what? So, what are you going to do tomorrow?
Sit around the house.
Sit around the house? You having fun visiting with Nan and Papa? Ben, don't move around so much. So, what grade are you going into, Ben?
4th.
And who are you looking forward to getting for a teacher?
I have no idea.
Are you hoping to get Mrs. Hess?
She's going into 8th grade.
Mrs. Hess is?
Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Too bad?
Yeah. I think she needed you. I just had a mosquito break. I was getting chewed alive by mosquito. This summer of 1988 has been the worst summer anybody ever remembers having. It has been incredibly hot. We've had days and days and days of just of 90 and above weather. And
more like 100 and above.
Well, we've had some 100 and above. The humidity's been high. The first half of the summer was extremely dry, and we had severe droughts. But the last half of the summer has been quite wet, and it's made things look a little bit better. So it's salvaged it partially, but it's been incredibly, incredibly hot. Been running the air conditioner 10 times as much as normally.
Try 20.
20 times? How about 30?
30. Try 40.
Ben, this crazy haircut you have, why did you get this haircut?
Because it's cooler.
It's cooler?
Yeah.
So you're not going to have it in the summer? I mean in the winter?
Right. I'm not planning on having it in the winter at least. I'm focusing on you.
I'm focusing on you. Let's see if we can each I'm out of focus. There we go.
Yeah.
So, we're going to take you whitewater rafting in a couple years, right? Actually, you have 3 more years to wait till we can go on the big one.
I still like the little one though.
This is 2806 Ranch Road, my parents' house, where I've lived where I lived from the age of, I guess, 5 on. And this is Ranch Road.
Hey Dad, look at this!
What, Ben? Just a minute.
Bubble. Oh, it's too low.
Get it, Ben. Pretty good.
No, Dad.
This is the Smee's house and the Connor's house, or whoever lives there. It's where the McIntoshes lived. Down to where the Pierces lived and the McQuillans, neither of whom still live here. My parents are they the only ones? My parents and the Smees are the only ones who've lived here since I was a kid. And that's up towards James Park. Okay, Luke, what is the date?
It's August 15,
What year?
1988.
And what have you done this summer?
I have gone to camp, gone to New York City, and now we're gonna go whitewater rafting.
Mm-hmm.
And what else? And I've sat around the house. Done
Yeah.
a lot of that.
Yes.
And stayed up till 12 o'clock and watched lots of movies that Dad doesn't approve of.
Uh-huh, unfortunately.
Fortunately.
Fortunately, I've been working enough nights that you've been able to pull it off with your mom.
Well, that's weird.
What?
Tell you what. But, and that's about it.
Okay. We also went to Niagara Falls. What was your favorite part of the trip that we took with Boss Stu?
To New York City.
To New York City.
Um,
We went to the stock exchange. You went up on the Empire State Building. I didn't quite make it.
oh, waiting for you in front of the Empire State Building.
That was your favorite part of the trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't know. I like the Empire State Building. And I didn't quite like the Statue of Liberty that much.
Why not?
Well, I felt miserable and it was raining.
Yeah, that rain really put a damper on our enjoyment.
Yep. And I like the Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, that's right. We did go to the Hard Rock Cafe, didn't we? And we went to... Did you like the stock exchange?
Yeah, I liked it, but it was kind of... Well, it seems like you could just see it just as well as on Wall Street.
Uh-huh. Of course, not if your parents won't let you watch Wall Street.
That's true.
And how about Niagara Falls? Did you like that?
Yeah, I liked it, but I think I liked it New York better.
Well, I liked Niagara Falls, but I thought our trip to New York was not completely smooth, you might say, with all the parking problems and the heat.
It was that bad.
And
I liked it.
well, I'm glad you did. You didn't mind sleeping on the floor at Christopher's? That was not bad. And you had a really good time at camp, didn't you?
Yeah.
So, who are you going to have in school in the fall?
About everyone I did before.
Teacher-wise?
Oh, but you said who's going to be in school with?
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to have... I don't think I'm going to end up with hair hats for my money. I think hair hats is just for reading disabilities, which is about her IQ level, but...
She's a good teacher.
Well, I don't think I'm going to end up with it. But bad things always happen, so...
Bad things always happen?
Well, almost always. Whatever can go wrong will.
I think your life has gone along pretty smoothly. I don't think you could say bad things happen.
Oh, some bad things. But, and I'll have Mr. Domeyer. I don't really know Mr. Hoffman. Hopefully Mr.
Hopefully who?
Mr. I am blacking out on his name, of course.
Whiffley?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're still working on that. We haven't,
I have a good excuse, though.
What?
Being racist.
Oh,
How am I gonna blow into a horn with racist?
that is a good point. Now, I think you should... I think if you have a choice between Mr. Whiffley and Ban, you should definitely take Mr. Whiffley. There's no question about it. But the question is, I think with your honors courses, you're not... That's what blocks your band.
What?
That's what blocks your band. Would you consider singing with, like, the 8th graders?
Well, we sing together anyway.
Do you?
Yeah. Don't think I want to sing with the seniors.
No, I don't think you'd have that option. I don't think that'd be any fun for you. Or, well, it'd be okay.
Be in the girls section, but... Go ahead. Well, that about sums up my summer.
That sums up your summer. Okay. Well, thank you, Luke Gerke. It's been nice talking with you. Oh, by the way, last of all, who are you for president?
Dukakis. Of course. I kind of like him. Dad doesn't like him, but I like him.
Well, I don't...
And I'm definitely not for Bush.
Yeah,
I hate Bush.
we don't hate him. We're just
We hate him.
not of that political persuasion.
You don't hate him, but I hate him.
Why do you hate him?
Because he's just kind of... I don't know. I don't like him. He doesn't have that winning smile. But neither do Dukakis.
Now, Luke,
But-
would you honestly not like a person because they did not have a winning smile?
Of course.
Now,
I know how to pick a president.
Now, you were just giving Mom grief for saying something...
Dad, I'm being sarcastic.
Okay. So, Why do you not like bush?
I'm not quite sure. Probably because you don't want it. But, oh well.
Well, you gotta accept some of the things your parents tell you, right? Okay,
If I end up like you ended up, I'm gonna be a Republican.
that's for sure.
Sad.
I don't think you'll be that bad. Although, I guess worse things have happened.
I don't know. But
Could be a
ya.
pot dealer or a drug dealer.
that would be fun. Bye.
See you, Luke.
I like my pictures taken.
Hi, Khaki.
How are you, Matthew?
Great. How are you, Jackie?
My gosh, it's been so long since I've seen you. Oh, boy, you had a good time.
Oh yeah.
That's it caught me getting out of the car.
What? What about Matthew?
Can they interpret one another?
Oh yeah, they can do pretty well.
I do.
Well, do you want to go down there?
I mean, there are obviously certain times when you have trouble getting the exact meaning, but there's not been a real problem.
Well, Katie can.
Katie helps a lot.
She does.
Is there any faster mode for
You know what I thought you should have done?
What?
If you knew where your French teacher lived,
What?
you ought to took your friend. How do you say that? But
Oh, I could find out where my friend teacher is.
Sebastian.
Baston. Take him around to see your teacher, French teacher.
You know, Khaki, his name is Sebastian, which is the same as,
Ouch!
what your...
Sorry.
Sebastian, same
yes.
as my grandfather.
Yes.
Yep. Matthew getting taller.
I hope so.
You are. Did you have any trouble getting over there?
No.
You didn't.
Well, I had a little trouble in Paris. Nothing like Asian. I almost couldn't.
Anybody want to help a stray boy?
Actually, no.
You got to be kidding.
No, they didn't want to help me.
Well, so the
Well,
so-and-sos.
Well, if it had been a normal kid, they would have helped him, but, you know,
Are you
Matthew.
still doing this, Paul?
I'm Bye.
Does he have it? Does he have any brothers and?
Of course you do. Oh, no.
You'll like that white water rafting.
I hope.
Oh, they say it's great.
Uh-oh, I think there's a problem.
What?
I think there may be a backlighting problem here.
Hey, it's not much fun. I wouldn't think much fun. Hand it to you.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man.
Well, it goes.
Okay, boy, it seems like you're about the same height now.
Yep.
You've grown a lot in the past 2 days, Matthew.
Thank you. It is one of my admirable qualities.
The quick growing.
What?
What, the quick growing?
Yes.
What has been your favorite thing you've done so far, Bustu?
In the United States?
Yes.
Ah, good question. I did lots of very good things. Maybe I've been in New York. Yeah.
Matthew, you did that when you were in the 2nd grade. You're in the 8th grade now.
No,
Going
no,
into
I'm
the
in
9th grade.
I'm in between ninth grade.
I've seen the Statue of Liberty.
Uh-huh. I think my favorite thing that we've done so far has been
Leaving New
the
York?
Statue of Liberty.
Did y'all been up in New
But I
York?
think also.
Have you really?
Then you did that when
Did you
you
see
were in
your
second grade.
grandmother up there?
Now you're going into
In
fourth grade.
Boston, you didn't go to Boston,
See, I
did you?
did almost 15 years to be behind like that.
You did?
It's a lot.
Boy, yeah, bummer.
Well, what'd you do?
Went to the Hard Rock Cafe.
So,
Went to Hard Rock Cafe.
Only 14.
You don't know what the Hard Rock
No, I do not. I wouldn't have asked you.
Very good.
Now, what is it?
what do you think of corn on the cob, Bustu?
Huh?
Corn on the cob.
I used to.
Oh, when you had that was just up your
I
alley,
will say
wasn't
you
it?
that we eat it in
Just
France.
up your... What did you do that was so
But
interesting?
I don't use
Did
it.
you go with him?
You like it?
You eat corn on the cob in France?
But we prefer to eat them
Your mom went
Full
too?
cups.
not.
Oh, that was great. And you got to see her.
Yeah, I don't know why Katie cut it. Maybe she was trying to make us moderate.
They're better to put in the pot.
Who's the guitar?
Eddie.
Who's he?
So,
Well, I don't know.
Matthew,
Yeah.
who are you for president this year?
Dukakis.
Grosse erreur.
Why aren't you for Bush?
Big mistake.
Because he has no opinion.
You had a better answer than I did.
Yeah, why do you not like Bush?
For Bush?
Why do I not like Bush?
Yeah.
Your nan
Well,
and your papa.
I don't know. I just hate him. He has no opinion on anything, practically.
Hey,
No, he
Mom,
just has the wrong
Yes, but
opinion.
he has
You
the
are, monkey.
experience.
Dukakis.
He does have the experience.
Well, I down with
And he
medical.
does have the experience, but and he doesn't have a good
What
name.
the poor people gonna do this? It doesn't have any money.
Yeah, that's a good reason to.
His answer to everything is I agree with the president.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
he-
talking against your father.
Yeah.
Younger.
Did you get it in focus?
You going
Bon,
someplace?
je reprends.
gonna play golf.
Speak to us
Okay,
in
I'll-
French.
In French?
Okay, go ahead.
En fait, celui que je préfère en
Is it
en
on now?
Chirac,
Is it?
Yeah, it's going.
Yeah.
it's Chirac, because he is the youngest. But I don't like the people who are with Chirac.
Mm-hmm. He seems too much like an aristocrat to me.
Yes, but
Luke, cut it out.
Don't, Luke. So you were for Chirac.
I was for Mitterrand because I don't like
The people around.
government of
Mhm.
Chirac. But what was tragic, it was Le Pen.
Oh yes, he was another. But he, I think people voted for him more as a protest. I don't think they would have.
We think that too, but we think too that the people who, the poor people, who don't really know for who vote, for who to vote, I think they take the one who says that he will save, it's like for Mussolini.
You don't watch the Morning America this morning?
Then
Well, you missed it. You won't stand.
I think one of the reasons that Le Pen was so popular is there's a lot of dissatisfaction with the fact that Algerians and Syrians and a lot of people coming in from the poor countries and taking away the jobs that especially the poor people think that they should have.
yes, but say that we have Syrians, but we don't have Syrians. We have Algerians.
Algerians and some
No.
Africans.
Are you gonna watch Reagan tonight, Paul?
Am I going to watch Reagan? No, I'm not going to watch Reagan tonight. I think I've seen enough of Reagan in the past 8 years.
Go watch Bush?
Not really. I'm interested in who's the vice presidential nominee, but I don't. Yeah, I'm interested in it, but I certainly won't vote for
I want
Bush.
to stay up and see if he announces
Who are
tonight.
you
I don't
gonna
think
vote
he'll
for,
announce
Jackie?
tonight. Huh?
Who are you going to vote for?
Bush.
Oh, you're kidding. You're kidding.
No, I kid you not. And I'm a Democrat.
But you haven't voted for a Democrat in years.
Oh, you're crazy. I have.
Katie, the reason I don't understand why you're a Democrat, because you don't vote for a
My
Democrat.
father was a Democrat, and I registered a Democrat.
Yeah, but you sure don't vote for him. When was
Well-
the last? When was the last Democrat you voted for president?
For president?
Yes,
Well, I didn't vote for Kennedy. Who ran against Kennedy?
Nixon.
I voted for Nixon.
And you voted for Goldwater?
No.
Okay, you voted for Johnson. But I bet that's the only time you voted for a Democrat. You voted for.
Oh, no. I think I voted for Roosevelt.
Well, that's going back pretty far.
Well, that was the start of everything.
Uh-huh. You vote for Truman?
No, but he was one of the best president, he's been in history. It's one of the best presidents of the United States ever had.
Yeah, I agree.
Cussed like a sailor and says the buck stops here at his desk. And he really did. He went down. Eisenhower wasn't considered a good president.
What about Washington?
Well, he
Oh, you
was.
still-
I wasn't around what he did, so I don't know. Let's see. I think that really Nixon was one of the smartest men.
He's one of the most devious men.
He might have been devious, but he had a brain, buddy.
Well, I think that Carter was very underrated.
Oh, Carter had nothing behind him. He was the worst. When he knew Democrats didn't give him much.
Well, Democrats never give support to the people that they should be giving support. They're
They
a very
didn't give him
divisive
support.
party. Yes. Can you what? Film now? Oh, not right now, Ben, but later. The Democrats did not support Carter, and that was one of the real problems with the Carter presidency. Is he did not receive the support from the people he should have received support
Because
from.
he was weak.
He was very honest. He called a spade, and that does not win friends.
I want to know why, in Thunder, you became a Democrat, such a hot Democrat.
I don't vote for all Democrats. I vote for an occasional Republican.
You just occasionally too.
I saw the error of my ways.
Your mother and father were Republicans. My mother was a Republican. She and Daddy went and killed one another's votes every time they voted.
Guess how many Republicans in our of all the kids, of 4 kids, how many Republicans?
None, they're all Democrats. I'm ashamed of them.
I think it showed that our parents gave us freedom of thought and allowed us to think as human beings, and we did. We all voted Democratic.
Oh dear. Was Katie a Democrat before she married you?
Yes, she was a Democrat before she
You wouldn't have married her.
Katie doesn't care too much about politics, really. Okay.
And today an interview of Mr. Bulgotti.
Yes.
What do you have to say?
What do I have to say? I have to say that the Republicans are all washed up this year. They are going down the tubes. That Reagan, this is honestly the case, Reagan will go down in history as the worst president, or certainly one of the worst presidents we've ever had in our country. He has mortgaged our future. He has put us in debt to the rest of the world. The deficit is incredible. It's absolutely reprehensible. Reagan should be impeached. However, since he isn't going to be impeached, the least we can do is elect a Democrat this time.
So, who do you want to be president?
I don't want Dukakis, but I don't have much of a choice. I would like to have Bruce Babbitt as president, but he lost a long time ago. So, I would like Carter to be president again.
Now then.
I would give Carter another chance, but I'm in the minority. Hold it very still, Ben. Don't move around so much.
What can I ask?
Go ahead, man. You can ask questions.
Well, Mr. Griggy,
Yes.
what do you feel about the French political situation?
Well, I was glad that Mitterrand was reelected. I think he's been a good president. And
Yes, but there's something to say. It's that he will finish his time
yes.
very, very old. He will be old when in 7 years.
How old is he now? 70, 72?
No, he's about 69 or 70.
Mm-hmm.
We have with us here an expert on the French political situation.
A French, yes, me.
And-
prefer this.
And the American expert.
And now, Ben, you realize that when you go to
I think it's a little too dark because I can't really see you guys too well.
It's okay as long as the L is not on. It's okay. Is the L on?
No.
Okay. Yes.
Thank you. And that was our
And what
guest.
was your question?
What do you feel about the French political situation?
What I feel about the French situation? Is that?
No!
Hey, this is the $500 piece of merchandise here.
It was a $500 piece of wood. Any other questions, Ben?
Nope.
Okay, why don't you turn it off? What do I think about the French cars?
Yes,
Which French cars?
all of them.
All of
The
them.
little guns.
Garbage!
Well, I don't know enough about the French car. I think they're probably pretty good. The Peugeots are nice, but I have to admit that the best cars in the world now are Japanese. There's no question about it, I think. Well, I guess you say Mercedes is very good, but
Oh, Mercedes, no. I think that BMW.
I don't like BMW. I've known a couple of people with BMWs, and they have them in the shop all the time to be repaired a lot.
Yes, but the Mercedes have very hard suspensions.
They're very expensive. That's the big problem.
And when you are behind in the car, when there is
a bump. Oh, really?
Yes. In the 190 Mercedes.
Well, I will never get a Mercedes because I will never pay that much money for a car. But unfortunately, what we have to work up to is the Japanese. The Japanese produce the best cars for the least amount of money. There's no.
Yes, but they are not very nice.
I would like to testify here that in there, my father told me that he would give me a $3 allowance. And I have all the witnesses right here. All right, Ben, you heard it, right?
Right.
All right, you heard it, right, Bustu?
But I didn't say when I would give him a $3 allowance.
No,
I'm thinking
said,
about 1990.
He said I was getting a $3 allowance. Did he not?
I did say you were
Did he not?
getting one in 1990, 1991.
No, now. He said now.
Try 1988.
I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. I mean, what do you think I have
You
made
did
of
go
mine?
that far, though.
No.
Well, we will discuss Matthew's allowance
Later.
situation at a later date.
Check this out. The piece of the microphone. He ate the microphone.
When we will discuss it at a time when we also discuss his increased work responsibilities around the house. I think that those two sort of go hand in hand.
Possibly this tape
And
should
I
be
think
erased.
Matthew will be very interested in
Here's the
talking about
microphone.
that. Okay, Benjamin Gerke, shall we end this interview?
Fuck
Yes.
me.
Okay, it is now 6:35. We're ready to roll. Let's go. Stinks around here. There's bad smell. Okay, we're about ready to go on the New River. Do you think you will survive, Luke?
No.
What about you, boss?
Matthew will survive.
I don't know. We'll throw him over if it gets too heavy on the boat.
What's up the rock? I forget him. Hey.
This is Class 6 headquarters.
Okay, we'll plan our tour for box 6.
This is the scenic overlook from Class 6 River Runner. That's the Gorge Bridge, New River Gorge Bridge. And there's the New River where we just were.
Dad, film that bird.
Hey.
Good box, still. See how the hell hard.
So guys, was it worth the trip?
Yes.
What do you think, Bastu? Was it worth it?
Excuse me.
Was it worth it? The drive?
Would you do it again?
Oh, yes.
Good. How about you, Luker?
Yep.
And you, Matt?
Anytime.
But not yet. Not now.
Not now. We're too tired now. Shall we go home?
Yeah.
Good.
get a little bit black. That's good.
Okay, do you want me to take a picture? What?
The Americans are very funny, like you see.
This is a very important place.
On this very site in 1897.
Okay, Ben, what day is this?
Sunday.
Sunday, what's the date?
I don't know. I don't have any watch.
It's September 17th,
Yes.
1988, and what happened today?
I had my first soccer game, and we beat them 1-2.
No,
And
you beat them 2-0.
Oh yeah, 2-0. Whatever. And I made the first goal ever by a Gurkey.
This is quite a day. This is the first soccer goal ever scored in probably 15 cumulative years of Gurkeys playing soccer, pretty close to it. Let's see, it goes from first grade, it goes from
First to sixth.
first to the sixth, so 12, 14, 15, let's see, 15, 16, I think this is 18 years and no Gurkeys ever scored a goal in
Soccer.
in a real game of soccer. We've scored goals not in real games, and this is Ben G's first goal. And what do you think about it, Ben?
I like it.
Ben is really hot to trot as far as soccer goes this year. He is ready for action. And he is tired because it's about 75 degrees today, so it was a very hot day to play soccer. So, again, Ben Gurkey's big day.
Again?
Why not?
Okay, why don't you ask them if you can call back in 5 minutes?
I'll call you back in 5 minutes.
Paul?
Hey, Dad.
I kind of want to go ice boating. They take me ice boating.
Ice boating. That sounds kind of cool. Paul, well? I take a nap.
Oh, we got the Palmer's on?
Yeah, but that'll be dinner time.
It's actually too far away. It doesn't get very close, does it?